society. The Great Ebola.
He said I got back on and there was like, God damn it.
Someone made a music video out of it. It says mass clucking. Now you know the way.
I like he said, we found the way.
Look, brother, we have found a way. Alright. We good now?
I'm out.
We good now?
Yeah. Alright, hold on, let me. We always forget to do a timer thing, yeah. Oh, fuck.
And his name is John
Yep.
Jingleheimer Schmidt.
Oh, God damn it.
Are you dying? What did you eat today?
Fruity Pebbles for breakfast.
Mm-hmm. And then?
Pizza rolls and french fries for lunch.
What did you have yesterday for breakfast?
Fruity Pebbles.
What about for lunch? Pizza rolls
A
and
whole
french
bag of
fries.
pizza rolls.
No wonder you got the fucking burps.
Yeah, a
Are you-
little
It sucks, right? What are you gonna have for dinner?
bit. Hamburgers and french fries.
What did you have for dinner last night? More pizza rolls?
Pop-Tarts.
Oh. I did not expect that. It was surprising. Pop-Tarts, I think, are probably the healthiest thing you've had in the last 2 days.
I like how Pop-Tarts are healthier than Fruity Pebbles. That's so bad. Like, little kids eat both of those.
Yeah. Little kids also eat Tide Pods. What do you want?
Fucking, that's true. Alright, so what was
The
our...
subject?
Yeah.
So I've been thinking... I don't do it often, but I've been thinking...
I don't want to know. I don't know what... I really don't want to know what it is you do.
Outside of work?
Yeah, but not often.
Think.
Like special occasion.
I cook on special occasions.
Alright, we need to do clap sync.
Alright, 3, 2, 1. So are you not going to use any of that other stuff beforehand?
No, I might.
Oh.
I don't know.
So, I got an idea what
Welcome to In 3D.
Yeah, do the intro.
Or, welcome to Frozen in 3D.
Yeah, go ahead, do the intro.
Yeah.
Is that
That's it.
That's all you
the
got?
Intro. That's
All
what
right.
we're doing.
So, why do we suck at intros? For fuck's sake.
Well, I
It's
just
either we
accepted it.
do it or we don't do it, and when we do it, it's awful.
I like it just...
So, I want to talk about the acquisition of Disney owning all of Marvel's rights now.
Oh, yeah?
And specifically, I want to talk about our Marvel movies becoming too formulaic. They have
Formulaic?
yeah, thank you. They have their specific formula. And I thought about this because I was playing the new Lego Superheroes game because I'm achievement horror and I have to collect all of
The second one?
fucking possible achievements I can. Yeah, so I'm playing the second one.
Is it any good?
I mean, it's a Lego game. But the problem that threw me off is right away, they're doing, there's the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Right away. And it's the music from the movie. Right away.
Yeah, right off the bat.
And I'm like,
You
God,
hit start and it's
this
like...
isn't Lego Guardians of the Galaxy. I get
I'm
that the
surprised that
Guardians of the
hasn't happened
Galaxy
yet.
are fucking famous, are popular.
Are they, though? Are they anymore? The second one did not have as many people see it as the first one.
But that's the thing. It's in everything Marvel has now. They're bringing them into the Infinity Wars. Every promotional
Yeah.
game they're doing there is the
last
Guardians of the
bit
Galaxy.
Of the trailer is, like, dedicated to them. But, I don't know. They didn't look like they were as important for... I don't know.
I'm just kind of,
I haven't seen Thor Ragnarok yet.
I haven't either. I'm waiting for it to come out in a couple
But
days.
supposedly that part at the end of the trailer is like right... Because apparently Infinity War is literally right after Ragnarok.
Yeah.
And apparently they're the ones that pick up Thor.
Yeah.
So that could mean... Because at first I was like, maybe they're not that important in the movie, but now it kind of looks like they're super important.
Yeah, I mean, shit. I don't know. The Guardians of the Galaxy are cool and all.
Yeah.
But just like anything else in moderation, I feel like Disney has finally kind of realized what people like to see with their films.
Well, my issue isn't necessarily the like superhero formula. It's more of the jokes are working, so let's just cram jokes down people's throats. I don't hate Guardians of the Galaxy 2. I just don't like it that much.
As much as the first one?
Yeah, and when I heard... So Thor Ragnarok is the first Marvel movie that I did not see in theaters. And it was because my friend was like, yeah, it's like Guardians 2. It's just joke after joke. And
yeah,
I hate that because I can't take the movie serious whatsoever.
That's what I heard as well. I'm interested to see it. I'm going to own it regardless.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'll watch it, but So Guardians 1
we should... I'll buy it and we should do a reaction video of the whole thing, of us watching the fucking movie.
That's true. Yeah, we could do that. Because I haven't seen it, and it's... I mean, I'm sure it's an okay movie, but the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie was the perfect balance of comedy.
It's good. I love that film.
And seriousness.
Yeah.
Guardians 2, for the first,
up until the very end, it wasn't serious at all.
Until the part where they were killing off Yondu's members. Up until that point...
That was dark as fuck.
Yeah, but even then, so Nebula has this whole thing about Gamora and what Thanos did to her, and then they just fucking ruin it because he makes a joke about, well, I was just thinking about a pretty necklace, and I'm like, okay, the jokes are fine, but when there's steps for the character, character development stuff, because I had the same issue in The Last Jedi, where there were some scenes where reactions were important, and they would just throw in a joke, and it would just kill the mood, and I'm like, so why am I even watching this movie if it doesn't matter?
Yeah.
If everything's a fucking joke and nothing matters, then why do I care? The whole first part, I was not afraid of any of the Guardians dying whatsoever.
No.
There was way too many jokes, and the it's not right joke was so fucking stupid. I don't think that landed with anybody that I've watched the movie with.
I saw it in theaters, right? Mm-hmm. I didn't enjoy it, but I'd watch it and I'd be like, okay, I see where they're going with it. And then when she bit out of it, I was like, it's not right. And then she's like, it's not right. And I was like, I could write that shit. That's what I want to pay money for.
I don't know.
So it's going to be interesting to see. But we should definitely do the Thor Ragnarok reaction video.
I'd be down for that.
We'll just...
Because I like his movies.
Really?
His other movie was not Thor's movies. Let me rephrase that. The guy who made Thor Ragnarok made What We Do in the Shadows, which was hilarious.
Okay. So maybe it's still jokey, but it might have it's Disney humor.
He told me that. He was like, look, it's gonna be like Guardians 2. Nothing's gonna be serious. Everything is gonna be a joke.
Because in the trailer, you see him going after the Hulk. He's like, yes. It's a friend from work.
But see, that kind of that wouldn't have been as bad.
But is it that same?
But is it? Yeah, exactly. How heavy is the scene supposed to be? I don't know.
Yeah, are they cutting off his golden locks?
Well,
and
no.
Make a joke that? Or after Mjolnir explodes, is he making a joke about that?
Yeah,
that's supposed to be impactful. After Asgard falls, is it a joke about that?
So when they make that joke about from work or whatever, when Hulk fucking pummels his ass, which is what I'm assuming is gonna happen, does he make a joke out of that too, or does he go holy shit, my friend is now wrecking my shit?
Like a girl.
Yeah, I don't know. If it's because all of my friends got kind of worried because we heard that Thor Ragnarok was coming out. And we were like, oh man, that's one of the darkest Marvel stories ever. And then the dude comes out and goes, this will be the funniest Marvel movie yet. And I'm like,
huh?
That's a weird thing to say about such an
apocalyptic event.
Yeah, it's
Ragnarok.
That's super strange.
It kind of that Thor Ragnarok. I'm glad you segued into it because that's one of the things. You can see the evolution. While the first two Thor movies weren't the fucking best, I have no interest in ever seeing Dark World again.
Ever again.
I saw it twice, and I can't believe I actually sat through it twice.
I haven't seen it twice. I saw it one time.
Yeah, I saw the original Thor a couple times. It's not bad, but it's really boring as
once.
Fuck.
Nothing happens really.
No, it's really boring.
Yeah. I wasn't about
same
it.
thing with Dark World. So it's Thor Ragnarok. While it might be just a bunch of fucking jokes, I might enjoy it more than the other two.
Oh, I believe I will enjoy this one the most out of all the Thor movies. But that's not my point. My point is that
irksome.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I don't want to anticipate events.
Yeah.
I don't want to be like
Spider-Man Homecoming was good.
It was fun.
I thought that was good.
But it was well done. Like it
I didn't think
it showed the character, his
yeah.
character. Which
but the dark moments were dark, and then there were funny,
the part where he's like got the rubble on him and
Yeah.
he's like trying to push up. He's like, help!
Yeah.
I'm like, somebody help the poor
I'm like,
child.
I'm like, that's
a
really
kid.
cool scene. So
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how it all goes.
what the fuck is happening with your recording?
I don't know. Did I lose it?
You lost it.
What part did we lose it at?
It doesn't matter. This picked you up a little bit.
All right.
You're just gonna be real quiet.
For a second there. Technical
Yeah, for a
difficulties. I think I got excited and
Hit the button.
maybe. I don't know. We'll watch it. Because it's been tracking ever since. Anyway.
So this is kind of non-topical. Like, it's not really current, is what I mean.
What do you mean?
But, so, like, what I want to talk about for a second
Okay.
isn't topical. It's just something that I had seen.
Oh, okay. So you're
So-
saying my subject is a little more topical
Yeah,
than what you're
your
bringing
subject
up.
is
Okay,
way
okay.
more topical. But
We'll go
mine-
back to what I want to talk about, but you seem
Oh,
to...
no, no. I can wait.
Like,
What
no,
do
I want to
we-
know what you want to do.
Okay, so
Because what I want to talk about is going to last us forever.
Oh, okay, all right. So, I've been watching Dragon Ball Z.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
a little late, but I'm trying to
20
catch up.
years late.
I'm finishing up the Cell Saga
Okay.
to do the
Are
Majin.
you watching it with the filler?
No, I'm watching Kai.
Oh, thank God.
I can't watch with the
Oh,
filler.
thank God.
I work.
Okay, you're good.
So-
Yeah, you have a life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So, I want to watch Super because the Super's last episode got announced.
So
it's ending.
supposedly, yeah,
Oh,
that's topical.
supposedly?
Yeah, some people think it's a hiatus, but I don't know.
I mean, that could be, but it's. I didn't expect it to. It's only been like what 2 years,
Yeah.
3 years,
And
maybe, and they're like almost to 200 and something.
honestly,
maybe.
like the first bit of Super is just the rehash of Battle of the Gods and Resurrection of F.
Really?
Yeah, that's the first like third of the whole series.
That's
And then
kinda
they go
boring,
into a
'cause
tournament
then
of
what's
power.
the point of the movie?
They go into a tournament of power.
That's the interesting part, right?
and then they go to
So you've been watching
Goku
it.
Black, and then they do another tournament of power. And when they do the second tournament of power, I'm like, this is kind of like the only reason it's cool is because of the new forms they introduced. But if they take out the new forms, it's like watching, like it's just like same thing you've done before.
Oh, that kind of sucks.
Yeah, that's my one qualm with Super.
So I'm watching Cell, and now Gohan. I got to the point where like Gohan finally snapped and is just a dog, and he was told by Goku to like finish him off, and Gohan's like, nah, he's gonna suffer.
Yeah.
I'm a crazy person. So I talked.
Have they
to
destroyed
a few,
16 yet?
Yeah, 16. That's why he. lost his shit.
Gohan. He's like crush.
Yeah, he crushes him just like nothing.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I'm pretty sure isn't the Cell's voice actor the same as Android 16's?
Maybe.
When I hear them,
They're
sound
similar.
But
Yeah.
anyways, so I talked to fans while I worked at GameStop about like Dragon Ball stuff, and this one guy was like a few of them I asked about Gohan, and they were like, yeah, Gohan was supposed to be the new main, and then so what happened?
So after the Cell Saga, Akira Toriyama was originally, from what I'm aware of,
This
was
first
supposed
Super
to
Saiyan
take.
or whatever, right? Oh no, never
No,
mind.
he was supposed to take Gohan and just make him and like end it after the Cell Saga. Dragon Ball Z was going to end after the Cell Saga.
Oh yeah.
But there was such an enormous fan reaction that he was like, okay, I guess I'll keep going. And then there was the beginning of the next arc. There's a lot that revolves around Gohan and what he's doing, and people were fucking bored as shit of it. So they're like, bring back Goku. So he's like, all right, and he brought back Goku. And
that's the Majin Saga.
That goes into the Majin Saga. Yeah.
So during the Majin Saga, it focused on Gohan
at the very beginning, the radical shift in it from was
you can tell.
so fast. Like
Goku
it's
just
Gohan
shows up and
it's
he's
in
I'm
the
taking
books.
over.
So it's because he would write them at one issue
Yeah,
at
one
a time
chapter at a time.
because it would be released in Shonen Jump in Japan and not as a
like
volume.
Naruto.
Yeah, exactly. So people were writing in every week we don't want this, we want Goku back.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's like, all right. So he created this whole sequence for Goku to come back, and then we have the rest of the Buu Saga.
Huh.
But it was supposed to end at the Cell Saga with Goku really dying and Gohan being this protector of the Earth. Because Gohan was the most powerful guy at that time. He was the strongest dude.
Yeah.
And it was supposed to stay like that. But then the Buu saga happens, and then going into Super, Gohan's worthless. So.
Yeah. Oh no. Once he's older, he's just who gives.
He's
shit.
garbage.
When does Future Gohan come into play?
So that was around so that's its own spin-off movie, because like that's when
really?
because that's the future that Trunks comes from. Yeah. When the androids destroyed everything.
They had like a movie about that.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, it's a movie.
Fuck that then.
Yeah.
So this is a good segue though into something topical. Did you try the Dragon Ball Z Fighters beta?
For as garbagey as it was trying to get into a match. Yeah.
See, I played later on. I played on like the last day, so I didn't have any server issues.
Oh, that's good.
That is the best fighting game I've ever played.
I agree. Yeah, it was awesome.
I've never played something so intense in my life. Every time I play, I have to do like 3 matches and then I have to take a break because it's just too.
You've never.
My heart's like.
It's very easy. It was very easy for me to pick up. I only got to play one match because I waited like 45 minutes.
Yeah, but you played Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, right?
Oh, yeah, and I'm like beast.
So I was dogging.
Yeah.
Because I knew to switch out my characters. Yeah. And if you don't switch out your characters, I'm dogging.
And it's the same kind of. It's a simpler control mechanic.
Hold on, let me ask you this because I really need to know. Do you know how to do the X Factor thing?
In Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom?
No, in this one.
I'm guessing it's the same way, but I only did one match, so.
Oh, you only did one match?
Yeah. Damn. I waited 45 minutes to get into a match.
Oh, they had it. They brought it back again.
I know.
On a day, and then they cut it off at 12. I was in the middle of a fight and I was winning.
I was just working too much. Yeah.
It sucked.
But no, it was good. Like I enjoyed it. I destroyed the one match I was in because I was so angry. I had all that pent up energy.
Who'd you play with?
I was Vegeta, Goku, and I did Gohan Adult.
Gohan Adult, when they did the first beta, was like super overpowered.
He's still overpowered. It was great. Because this dude took down my Goku, and I was like, okay. And I swapped out Gohan. He was just like, took out 2 dudes. And I was like, I'm going to switch to Vegeta because he's my favorite. And I want to play as him for a little bit. And I just dogged his last guy.
Vegeta's really good, but Vegeta has like stopping. He does stopping power. Like, I don't know.
His reach isn't that great either.
No, it's more like in your he's very close combat with his what is it, Ki or Kai blast, whatever.
Because I would be playing as Gohan or Goku and like be able to reach somebody, and then I'd be Vegeta and be like whiff, and I'm like, oh shit, I have to get closer to make contact. Yeah.
Frieza's a dog. Frieza's one of the best characters in the game.
My dream is to play as Yamcha and just destroy everybody on it.
Android 18 is my best.
Oh really?
Yeah, I hit a lot of people. I recorded it. I hit. You know how like PlayStation's always recording or whatever. It was so good. I was like, I gotta get this, and I hit the button. So basically, it was down to our last 2 characters. Mm-hmm. Like he was on his last character, I was on my last character, and he was Cell, and Cell's really good, and he popped ult, right, and I popped ult at the exact same time. So he got his off first. So I was like, I'm dead. You know, I died or whatever. Like that sucks. He does his like super Omega Kamehameha. So he lets it go. And then mine activates, and I fly through the Kamehameha, and I kill him and defeat him. And you're like, he hit the rematch button, and I hit quit to defeat.
Nope, I'm not doing that again.
I was like, I win, and now he's really bummed.
Deuces, yeah.
So, I don't know. That game's a lot of fun, and I can't wait for it to come out on Friday.
26th, yeah. Sweet Jesus.
It's not too bad.
Nah. Anyway. Let's go back to what we were talking about first. So I'm worried that the movies are just going to become so just predictable. It's not going to be any fun. You know what movie I'm so excited for? As obviously, the second Deadpool.
Yeah, second Deadpool's going to be good.
But that leads me to my next topic with the acquisition that Disney and Marvel have over everybody else.
Yeah.
Recasts are coming, man.
What?
You think? I think so. Recasts are coming.
For who?
I don't know. Like, they're definitely going to recast all the X-Men. All of them.
There's no way. Aren't they under Marvel contract? Are they even under studio contract?
Yeah.
I don't know how that works.
They have their characters back. They have all the X-Men. They have all
but it's like
back.
Well... But Sony gets Tom Holland, don't they, for that Venom spinoff with Tom Hardy?
Yeah, but that's a deal that they made. There's been no explanation of what Fox and Marvel has done to get.
But why would they recast it? Well, first of all,
they recast
Spider-Man. Dark Phoenix is already made.
Yeah, and so is Deadpool too. So those are going to be made.
So those are fine. If they recast after that, I mean, we got our trilogy.
Yeah,
we got Or wait, was it even a trilogy? How long is it?
New Class.
It's 4.
It's 4.
It was First Class.
Yeah, First Class. Then Days of Future Past.
And then Apocalypse, and then Dark Phoenix. And we're getting New Mutants is also done.
Yeah, but Dark Phoenix is a character I want them to do more with. For fuck's sake, I'm tired of having one movie deal with one bad guy, you know?
Well, X-Men should honestly be a Netflix TV show.
Think so?
The Gifted is amazing.
Except Disney's going to do their own streaming service, so all those Netflix shows aren't going to be made anymore for them.
Yeah, that's so fucking whack. Like, I don't know. That's another weird thing. Disney's really fucking it up.
Oh, man, they're going to make money.
I mean, they're going to make money, but they're fucking it up for me.
Yeah, exactly, like, for us.
Get the damn Disney.
I think that they're going to be recasting everybody. They're going to have to recast the Wolverine of all the X-Men, everybody.
Well, they definitely have to recast the Wolverine. Well, no, not necessarily. Hugh Jackman said he'd come back.
Nah, he's also confirmed that he doesn't want to do it anymore. Oh, so he said he's just in his part of his life where even though he would really love to, it's time for somebody else, essentially.
Well, I mean, The Showman got good ratings, so...
Maybe he'll come back.
No, I mean, I think maybe he's just done.
He's ready to do his own thing.
He likes that musical shit. He did Les Mis. I haven't even seen that yet.
He did Australia. Did you ever see that movie?
Yes, I've seen Australia. That movie's great.
So yeah, no, I see recast coming, and that kind of concerns me because they have a lot of good characters. Ryan Reynolds as Wade Wilson is a good guy. Like he does such a spot on fucking like adaptation.
You think that Ryan Reynolds will be recasted by Deadpool?
There will be talks. I think that they're gonna talk about it, but if they...
So there's always this joke that like if Daryl Dixon dies, there's gonna be a riot.
You think they're gonna riot after?
I will join the fucking riot. If Ryan Reynolds is taken down for Deadpool, I will riot.
I mean, it's only business. It's only natural business protocol to be like, so we have.
No one's gonna watch
because they
that.
recast.
No,
so you're not. You're right. You're right.
If Ryan Reynolds is taking off, people are gonna boycott it.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm just saying that I would see that they would have a talk about it, not necessarily do it, but I would see that that's a conversation for them. And even Ryan Reynolds has made jokes about it with photoshopping Deadpool handcuffed, being walked out of Disney World.
Really?
Like, yeah.
I didn't know about that.
But yeah, and then Marvel did it with Spider-Man. They recast because there was going to be another Amazing Spider-Man film, and that was when.
Yeah, that fell apart before they got the rights.
Yeah, but Andrew Garfield was still contracted on as another.
Yeah, but they told Andrew Garfield. Well,
they fired him actually, didn't they?
Yeah,
because he said some bad shit or whatever. He talked shit about the director.
It wasn't even shit. He said he was like, I went into being Spider-Man with like hope and joy and everything, and now I fucking hate life.
Yeah.
Like, he came out and he was like, what an awful experience and all this stuff. So.
And they were like, we don't want that on our brand. But yeah, no, Marvel recast Spider-Man.
I mean, Tom Holland. Well, but in that case,
you feel like it's
if anything, Disney's amazing at casting. Like Ryan Reynolds got his role by himself for Sony.
That's true. By Fox.
Yeah, or by Fox. Sorry.
But yeah, no, he was definitely for years he was pitching the idea.
So I feel like.
And that's the difference.
Disney's not typically the kind of people that are like, yeah, we got a great actor for this and everyone likes him, so we should take him out. Like, Tom Holland is the perfect Spider-Man. He is Spider-Man.
Young
whether
Peter
or not
Parker.
his
young, he's good. Young Peter Parker. What I want them to do with Tom Holland is kind of how they're doing with all the other fucking people on their list. Because he's kind of the gap between the old Avengers that are coming up and the new ones that they could potentially bring in. And have him kind of be that middle guy, that torch bearer, where he can... I want him to become CEO Peter Parker, you know? Your phone does that every time.
I always forget.
But yeah, no, I want to see that happen. But... I also want to see... I don't like any of the cast people on the X-Men films now.
Really?
I like...
the guy they have is Cyclops. I don't want to change. The kid that's Cyclops.
I can't remember him.
So they always portray Cyclops as like a dick. And like, yes, in the OG X-Men comics, he was a dick.
He was a leader. He was like a no-nonsense...
He was a dick.
You think
he
so?
Was a dick.
I saw him more of like...
In Ultimate X-Men, And then the shit later on, he was a leader that was just like
no nonsense.
Yeah,
this
exactly.
Is the orders
he wouldn't
do
take
them.
shit.
Yeah.
And then like he gave Jean shit because he's like, no, like you cheated on me with Wolverine. Like
I'm gonna go bang Emma Frost.
Yeah, I'm gonna go bang Emma Frost
after you're dead.
Yeah, so fuck you. But just there's literally a part where he snaps at Xavier. And Xavier admits that he's loved Jean Grey or some shit.
Oh, dude, you're gonna bring that shit up?
And that was weird. And then there's a part where fucking
he fucks the clone.
He told
and Cable's born.
He told Rogue, you know, he I forget, but he trained her or whatever, and then. There was a moment where they were all beat except for Rogue. So Rogue touched Emma and then Rogue touched Cyclops. She died in her hand and then shot it through the hand and it like killed a bunch of people. And then Xavier told Emma to wipe his memory and she was like, no, fuck you. And then like Cyclops was like, fuck you too. And they walked past them just...
And he's like, wait!
Yeah, like everyone makes Xavier look nice because that was the best.
Dick.
Yeah, that was the best way to portray him in a movie. Because you can't really have this.
But Xavier had a lot of fucking skeletons in his closet.
In the comics, at first you're like, wow, what a great guy. And as it goes on, it's like wow, what a fucker. Yeah. And Cyclops is the true north or whatever for them.
But no, I mean, I see a lot of potential with
he could be that person. Because right now he's naive and shit. And Jean is a bitch, just like she is in the comics.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how well Sansa could act as Jean, but from what I saw in Apocalypse, like, she had the attitude right.
That movie was trash.
I just didn't like how they beat him. I didn't think it was all that bad. I thought the part with Wolverine was very well forced into there. It felt like it wasn't even part of the movie. It was like a deleted scene that got put in.
What fucking part was he in there?
That was the part where literally he had the old shit on where he got the claws.
Oh, right. The Weapon X.
Yeah, he had the Weapon X.
I liked seeing that, though, for the first time.
It was cool to see, but at the same time, I was sitting there like, this didn't need to be in the movie.
Yeah.
They put it in the movie
to make money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because then they had this weird as fuck moment where Jean saw Wolverine or whatever, and they have this, like, fuck eyes moment. And it's like, well, one, she's like 13, supposedly, in this part of the
and Logan's like 150.
Story. Yeah, and Cyclops is standing right there.
Like, yo, bitch.
Yeah, like, I don't know. That was just what, like,
so,
they implied it was like Kylo and Rey, where they had this, like, force between them, and I'm like, nah, that's not true. There was a bond. Yeah, there's none.
So can we, speaking of fucking X-Men weird chronology, this is why I also want them to recast everything so we can start the fuck over.
Why?
But, like... Days of Future Past was really good. I really liked Days of Future Past up until the end. And I've watched this movie multiple times. But the fact that Mystique puts Logan through the Weapon X program drives me nuts because she's disguised as Stryker at the end when they pull him out of the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
But then in Apocalypse, not even then. At the end of Days of Future Past, when he goes back to the future, he has his metal claws again.
Yeah.
So he must have gone through the Weapon X procedure.
No, he did.
But why the fuck would Mystique do that?
Well, Stryker wasn't dead.
Yeah, I know. But she was disguised as Stryker. But
so to fish him out of the river.
You think? Well, no, because at the end, she's like, "Take him to my lab" and stuff like that. Remember?
Yeah, that's true.
Like that. It just always bugged me about that.
That is weird,
right?
Well, I never thought much of it. I just was like, they're correcting the timeline because
but in a weird way,
real bad.
In a weird fucking way.
But and then they were like, well, here's the old cast that we're never going to use again. And here's Cyclops, who we just fucked in the third movie.
Yeah, God, what a train wreck. That's why I think the X-Men being all recast would be great.
Well, because literally, and again, with Cyclops, like, Cyclops has been so unimportant.
Yeah.
Because they keep...
But he's such an
integral...
Yeah, he's such an integral part of the team.
But they used him as trash, and then he just gets...
As he was such a third wheel
he's
of a
so
love
pussy-whipped in fucking the first three that... Literally, he gets murdered by her.
Well, ain't that a bitch, too? That was the first movie I can remember that I went into and was just devastated by.
I wasn't even devastated. I was pissed.
Yeah,
I was fucking mad. I was like
what the fuck is this garbage stupid on screen?
Yeah, this is really stupid.
And I was like...
When they killed Cyclops, the whole movie, I was sitting there like, he's going to come back. He's going to come back. And then he never did.
He's not dead, yeah.
And I was like, wow, this is a really
And then they did the same thing to Charles Xavier. They killed him, too. And then at the end, he's like, inside that dude that's in a coma... Like,
it's
what
Charles
the fuck?
Xavier or something like that?
Yeah. Well, remember in the third movie,
what was their plan with that? If there was a fourth movie?
Well, they did. They used that plan when they did.
First Class was after that.
Well, no, they went backwards. But how the chronology works is after 3 is Days of Future. How is it? Because there's
but I'm saying like
if Logan,
had never happened, and they were gonna continue the third one from the third one.
They kind of did in a weird assed way. Like at the end of the Wolverine, when Logan's going to the airport and they find Charles Xavier and stuff like that, he's like, "I thought you were dead."
Oh, I don't even remember that.
Yeah, it was such a weird how it worked is Fox is like, we're just gonna put like these breadcrumbs, and you as the audience members are just gonna connect the dots yourself.
I remember Bryan Singer was just like, "Shit's dead. We're not even gonna talk about it," But Bryan
I think they need to recast. I think they really need to recast all the X-Men. Do it all over again. Let Marvel do it this time.
I don't remember what I was watching, but I was watching something, and someone made a Bryan Singer joke about his sex parties.
Yeah, now he's fucking...
Yeah, now he's fucked.
Remember when I said Bryan Singer and I thought I was wrong? And then I went and I was like, yeah, I'm wrong. And then 2 days later, I was right. I was like, yeah, shit.
Oh, I remember what the joke was. It was like, they said, Bryan Singer probably invited him to a sex party. This might have been Funhouse. And they were like, he's... not old enough.
Yeah.
Or not young enough.
Yeah.
He's not young enough.
Ah, shit. But no, I'm interested in to see how they do with the films coming up. I wanted a fucking X-Force film because now they have Cable and Deadpool.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's going to happen now.
Not anymore.
Disney, because rated R movies are going to be... It depends on how much Deadpool 2 makes and how much New Mutants is going to make. Well, who owns that? Is it still Fox? Do they still own those?
No.
So they're not going to make any money off of those projects?
Well, they're probably going to make money off those, but that's it.
Okay.
And Disney probably put in a contract that they'll make a little bit off of it as well, but not nearly as much.
Oh, I'm sure they'll make money off of it, but I guess that's the thing is that really sucks too because Magica's going to be in this one, and it's what's her name.
You didn't even think about all this until I brought it up.
No, I mean I have. I've had this conversation with somebody before, and I was upset about it.
It's going to be really weird. It's going to be interesting to see what happens going forward. Only because there's not been a kind of paradigm shift in company-wide like this.
Yeah, not really.
When Marvel got Spider-Man back, everybody was like, that's cool. But Marvel's getting back
But it wasn't official. It was like they had him back, but everyone was talking about how it was timed or something. Yeah. And they only got him for 1 or 2 movies. And people were saying, they'll kill Tom Holland off and do Miles because then they'll own Miles. But I don't know now. Now that they definitely won't get rid of Tom Holland because they technically made Tom Holland Spider-Man.
And then they also have the Fantastic Four back. Do you think Marvel's going to attempt to take a whack at the Fantastic Four and do it the way they want now?
I don't know. They keep trying to make it work, but it's like Fantastic Four and Thor, for instance, they're not going to have that great of movies because the comics don't sell well. And they don't sell well is because they're not that interesting. The Fantastic Four are not that interesting.
The Fantastic Four's main villain is the interesting thing. The 2 main villains.
But they don't even do him right. They always have him this underdog guy. Doctor Doom owns his own fucking country.
I think Marvel can really do it better, though. Being in-house.
That's true. I mean, they get these horror writers to do it. Fantastic Four, they had this Ultimate Fantastic Four because they did all the Ultimate stuff. Yeah. It was just recaps. Ultimate Fantastic Four was written like horror movies. I think maybe Fantastic Four could work as a horror movie.
Really? That'd be an interesting.
It would be better than the shit they've been. And it sucks because I actually liked the last one, but it was made like a comic book. It was the first issue of a 6-issue series.
Did the one that was universally panned you enjoyed?
Yeah.
Really?
Because the actors were
You like the actors?
Well, one...
Can we talk about the fucking Black Panther's going to be great?
Yeah, I'm really excited for that. I heard Kendrick Lamar's doing the soundtrack. Or producing it, so...
I just like the fact that Black Panther's getting his own fucking film.
Well, they said that it's going to be different from other superhero movies because he's going to have a spiritual journey.
Yeah. Because of the character, with Warrior Falls or whatever.
Well, he's just a really prophetic character. Like I rewatched Civil War the other night, and
he's very much about it's like their
it's like spiritual and shit.
But it's
like,
their
it's his culture.
Exactly.
Yeah, because he like I always told people, I was like, man, I can't remember what he says exactly, but the end of Civil War got me so hyped for Black Panther because of what he said to the guy, and I rewatched it, and it's when the guy tries to kill himself. Right before that, he says
Now you can't remember again.
No, the guy that was gonna kill himself said something about the dead, and then Black Panther put his hand on it, stopped the bullet, and said, "The living aren't done with you yet." And it was like his whole thing about vengeance.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see. I'm excited about it. The one thing I have an issue with, and that's kind of with all the Marvel films I've had, is they take, and it's not Marvel, it's people, because I can't fucking stand people. They'll take Guardians of the Galaxy, for example, and before Guardians of the Galaxy came out, I read up on all their comics. Yeah, like I fucking binged that shit.
I did too, but then they changed it because
it's nothing like it. It's nothing like that. The
original Peter had a element gun.
Yeah, from his dad.
And his dad was like this dude that just was king of the galaxy.
Yeah, like part god.
And then he was just like, I'm gonna fuck Earth up, and he was like, why?
Yeah, like why would you do that, you dick?
He wants Peter to take over as king. Yeah. He's like the prince.
Yeah.
Totally fucking different.
Yeah. But
and then they changed it to be like the movie to make more money, and I stopped reading it.
Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna talk. That's what I wanted to go into real quick again. Is like they do that. They did that with Guardians of the Galaxy. And people were like, I love Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm like, you don't fucking know a thing about Guardians of the Galaxy. And then Deadpool came along, and people were like, I love Deadpool. And you know me.
Yeah, no. I knew that was going to happen, though. Yeah. When Deadpool, I was like, Deadpool, that's the kind of shit where, like, everyone's going to go.
Ride his dick.
Oh, they're going to ride his dick till it falls off. It's like Rick and Morty. When I first watched Rick and Morty, I was like, God damn it. I was like, this is great, but this is going to be ruined by fans.
You knew, and I did too. The one good thing, I've been reading Deadpool comics for over 10 years now. I've been like,
we got that collection.
Yeah. You've seen my ridiculous collection. Yeah. And it's the cool thing about it is there's so much Deadpool merchandise for me now as a longtime fan. Right. But I'll have people come up to me like, and they'll see my tattoo and they'll be like, "Oh, you like Deadpool?" And I'll be like, "Yeah." And I'll be like, "You like Deadpool too?" And at the time, right at the beginning, I'd be like, "Oh, cool! Like, yeah, you like Deadpool too? What's your favorite writer? You like Nazini? You like Way?
Yeah,
you like?"
And
they're like, shit. "I like the movie." And I'm like, "Oh, okay. All right, get out of my face." And it's going to be the same thing with Black Panther. It was the same thing with Guardians of the Galaxy, Deadpool, Doctor Strange. Like, I like Doctor Strange. I don't know anything about him.
I wasn't a fan of his comics that much. I was a fan of his personality because of the cartoons and shit.
He was always like a snobbish fucking prick.
So, I thought the movie was good, but I'm not going to be like, yeah, man, Doctor Strange is my favorite movie. Yeah, let me ride that dick. I'm like, that was good. I'm anxious to see what they're going to do with
next,
him in the next thing or whatever.
Exactly.
But like, Spider-Man's my favorite, but I've been reading Spider-Man since I was 10.
Yeah.
And X-Men, it was the first, like, excuse me, besides the Runaways. But the Runaways, I'm too scared to watch on Hulu.
Oh, really?
I haven't heard good things about
Really? I think I heard good things about it, though. Like critical.
6.5 on IMDb.
Does it?
Which could mean nothing, but at the same time, it's like...
You've been burned before. You were so excited for that one show on Netflix.
Fucking Blame. Oh, man. Like, Blame, I was so fucking...
hyped for. We talked about that one day.
They're making a second one.
Oh, are they really?
Yeah, no, that really blew my life.
Yeah,
he made the new Godzilla movie on
I heard Netflix. That's pretty good, though.
I don't know, man. I can't get behind that, like, CG style. I'm still trying to make my way.
It's like anime. I thought it was live action until I saw the trailer.
It's not even, the CGI isn't bad. It skips frames. Like, they're trying to save money. It's only like 30 frames
but it's
per second
glaringly
or something.
Obvious.
Yes, and it's like, man, it's borderline motion capture. Motion capture.
Like claymation.
Stop and go or whatever you call it. Like,
I don't know, man. We're in a very unique age in which we have the ability to, for a lot of people who are hardcore fans, we're able to, and there's a lot of hardcore fans that are like absolutely hate these films because they don't follow exactly the source material. But I'm a guy that, while you can follow the source material,
but there's people,
but fucking throw in some things.
Exactly,
I don't want to know.
But a lot of those people, you have to like ask them questions because they're full of shit. There was this girl in high school that I first started watching Walking Dead, right? And she's like, well, it's not, it's shit. And I'm like, well, why is it shit? And she's like, well, I read it, and Carl doesn't even get shot in the chest. He gets shot in the head. And then years later, when I'm in college and I read all the way through Walking Dead,
he does
and
get
I'm
shot
caught
in
up,
the chest,
he gets shot both times.
Yeah.
So I was like, you don't even fucking know what you're talking
you
about.
Lying
You
bitch.
shit. You just Googled it.
Yeah.
Like, you're full of shit.
But I don't... When were you in... I guess it could have happened. Because I've been reading the Walking Dead comics for over 8 years now.
Oh, I stopped after something that happened recently. Are you up to date?
On the comics?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when Adria died, I'm done.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Well, I'm not done, but, like, I'm taking a long break.
Yeah. That's what I did when Glenn got killed.
Like... Fucking for Eugene. Like, I hate Eugene.
Yeah.
I hate Eugene. As much as I felt bad for him with the whole Rosita thing,
yeah.
I could not give a fuck compared to Adrian.
And like, he is the bottom of the barrel again.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, oh,
Carl
man, that
calls
poor
her
guy.
mom and, like,
right? Can we talk about
off.
the fucking mid-season finale?
It doesn't matter. It's dead to me. It's dead. I'll never watch it again. I'm serious. That's the biggest bullshit. I went on a rant at work when I found... So I walk in and I'm not caught up. So
we're getting off topic, but this is I have to. We have to.
You gotta hear
a lot of this podcast is not just us talking about things we want to, but also catching up on each other's lives.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah.
So I sit down, and my coworker watches it like
religiously.
Well, not religiously. He like every now and then we'll all respectively get caught up in a certain show we watch
and not talk about it.
Yeah, and then so we were talking about something, and he's like, did you see the season finale? I was like, no, why? Did they kill somebody? And he just went, he's like...
And you're like, Google!
no. So I go, why? I bet it wasn't anybody significant. And he went... And I said, what did they kill like, what is this, some bullshit? Like, they killed Carl, and he went...
And you're like,
I went, wait, you're joking, right? And he went... Like, literally just sitting there, like, the whole time. He's like... and
like the worst poker face ever, like...
Yeah, literally, like, you sure about that, kid? And so I Google it, and I was like, are you fucking kidding me? And not only is he dying, but he got bit off screen. And they were like, their reasoning was like, 2 episodes back when he was stumbling around Alexandria, he was supposed to be like already bitten or something. I don't get it, because what the fuck are they gonna do next season?
So
I don't understand.
Let's talk about that for a second, because I do like what you're bringing up about it.
Like,
we still have a couple minutes. So I have a problem with Carl Grimes being bit. First off, like you said, it's been bit off camera, so I can't. If I don't see it happen in The Walking Dead, it doesn't fucking happen, right? And they've proven that time and time again.
Yeah,
you did see Glenn,
which was still bullshit, because they filmed it like fucking assholes.
Yeah,
he was filmed like falling in the opposite direction of the dumpster. Yeah. He was dead. So it was filmed with a death scene, and then they changed it because they were like, "Fuck you."
And so,
as a viewer, we want money.
And so that happened, right? And but every fucking time something like that has happened, AMC, all the people have never come out and been like, "This is what's happening." Glenn is dead. After that scene, Glenn.
But he did for this one.
But they did for this one. So why are they doing it for this one when in
he had
6-7 years of fucking making the show, they have never done that before?
Because, and I can tell you why.
Because people are gonna riot?
No, well, Glenn was already dead in the comics, so it was accepted almost. Okay. He was on borrowed time anyways, kind of. I mean, people were probably upset, but they were like, maybe they have a plan for Negan. Carl is a whole nother... He's the main character of the next arc.
Yeah.
He is literally... Everyone... I have personally been waiting for the Whisper War.
Yeah.
For I don't know how long.
Yeah.
And he came out and his reasoning was like, I needed a reason for Rick not to kill... spoilers at this point or whatever.
Rick not to kill Negan.
Rick doesn't kill Negan. Rick ends up...
Sparing his life and saying, we're better than what you became.
Yeah. And then locks him up in a cell. And then the next arc is about Carl trying to be his own person. And then there's some shit. Yeah, some shit goes down or whatever. And what's her name? Enid is kind of taking Sophia's place. So
yeah, definitely.
When that one girl shows up, I was going to assume that Enid would get butthurt.
I did too. I was really excited for the Whisper War. Now I don't really care.
Oh, I don't give it. If Carl's actually dead, I don't give a fuck.
I don't. So that's the thing. I don't know if he's really dead.
So that's the other thing. The only way to save him is by saying he's immune,
or by saying he got bit by a Whisper and not by a Walker.
That's even stupider.
What do you expect from this?
He said that there's the scenes where he's stumbling around. They're like he's dead, like he's infected.
Well, maybe
he has like the fever and shit.
But at the same time, once somebody says something like, "Oh, look, he's dying and stumbling around, he's got the fever," your brain is going to be like,
I mean, they could say like, "Oh, it's just a bite that a whisper gave him that's infected, and now But that's a shit way to introduce them. So the way it's introduced in the comic is how it should be introduced. Where they fucking think that the zombies are talking.
That was like the scariest shit ever when I turned the page and they're like talking to this dude and I was like, what the fuck? And they start stabbing him. I'm like, oh, what the fuck?
It's funny because I was messaging my friend when I was reading it. And I messaged him and I was like, this is the dummest thing I've ever seen in a comic book.
Right. They're like, talking zombies.
I was like, this is fucking some Resident Evil shit when Resident Evil got back.
Like honestly, that's how I felt. I was like, this is fucking stupid. I was surprised and I got all excited. And then I'm like, this is stupid. And then where they're like, were people wearing the corpses
of
fucking zombies?
Fucking shit. I was texting everyone. I was like, you have no idea what's going to happen in the TV show. This is by far one of the coolest things I've ever seen done with zombies.
Because with Negan, I was like, man, I love the fucking character of Negan. They cannot get any better than that. And then they start doing that. Yeah. And well, at first they're like talking zombies. I was like, they
fucked Walking Dead. It's real.
I don't know if I'm gonna keep reading it. And then when like you could tell that it was people underneath the faces, I was like, oh shit, this is the best thing ever.
Yeah, it was really fucking cool. So,
but it's only cool because there's an emotional connection at a point with Carl between the Alexandrians and the new civilization that they're building.
And there's like this statement of like Carl is better than Rick. That's the whole thing. Is like Carl has grown up with the choices Rick has had to make.
He doesn't
without a past linked to the original world, and now he's a better survivor than Rick. And he fucking gets bit in the TV show. And his reasoning is literally because I need a reason for Rick not to kill Negan.
Kill Daryl then.
Well, but they already did it. They did it when Rick was walking in and beat the fuck out of that guy till he died, and then he saw the baby.
Yeah.
It's not that extreme. You don't need to show that his child, but it's like Rick Remender, or not Rick Remender. Fuck, getting my comic book people mixed up. Robert Kirkman said that if Carl dies, that is the end of The Walking Dead.
But he's also come out and said that he supports the show's decision now. Robert Kirkman has come out and said which is another thing that I'm
I don't understand.
But I don't believe it until the season, like the mid-season finale is.
But
over.
how long are we gonna let them fuck us like this?
Right.
It's literally for money. They're doing it for money. Because I don't know if you knew this, but the episode where, what's the preacher's name again? Gabriel and him are in the RV was one of the lowest ratings that they've had in years. Yeah. It was almost lower than season 2. Actually, I think it was lower than season 2. That is what when that happened and I heard it, I'm like, they're gonna do some dumb shit for the season, like.
But it's not like they film it after each episode, though. These things are planned out in advance.
No, not really.
You think that they go back and make last-minute changes?
Well, not last-minute changes, but, like, that episode...
You think
there were 3 episodes away. I think they filmed, like, maybe they'll be, like, 2 ahead. Because it's like, look at... Okay, so South...
They do wrap principal photography. They finish filming before they air the episodes.
Yes.
But do you think they film... What you're saying, do you think they film off diverging paths and then they go, well, this isn't a good idea, let's throw this episode in instead of this
I know for a fact that, okay, so let's say you have the week that this episode's going to air, so you're going to film the next episode. So this one, while the next one's being filmed, the person should be writing the next one. That's how it normally works. That person has a week, and normally they will literally stay up like late. Like I went to school for all that stuff, so the guy that taught me or whatever, or one of my teachers had told me, like, that'll happen. Shit'll happen in the season and they'll change stuff. So it's possible, maybe not major, but it looked sloppily put together in the first place. And he's like, this is where I thought the character should go. Like, I still don't understand their reasoning.
I think it's a load of shit.
I think it's fucking garbage. And if they already introduced the whispers before...
I would take that over really killing Carl.
He gets killed by a fucking bite. It's like the zombies aren't even... Face, it's a slap in the face to all the fans. It's a middle finger. And Robert Kirkman agreeing with them, he must be getting paid some money. But that's what I would never do that as a writer. I would be like, listen.
You can say that they're probably preparing people's buttholes by saying this is how it's happening. He's really dying. But I think it's fucking suspicious and shady as fuck for them to go, this is how it's happening. He's really dying. And they've never done that before. Even when they killed Dale off in the second season, when he doesn't die until the termites in Terminus. Yeah. I think there's something different going on. I think they're trying to play us like good old fucking AMC tries to play.
Why?
Because they've always done
How are we going to just keep accepting? It's filmed with Glenn falling away from the dumpster. He died.
And then
he was filmed. And we accepted that, like, it's okay that then he pulls himself underneath it in the opposite fucking direction. That's not how it works. That's a big fucking middle finger to us.
But then, like, so if they do bring in the whispers there, they're not going to do it like in your face. Carl's not going to die from the bite, and they're going to think he's immune, and then they're going to find out that there's dudes rocking walker skin, and then they're going to be like, oh shit.
That's possible, but that's such a shit way to introduce.
At least it's better than. At least it's better than. It's better than like, oh, they find out that there's dudes rocking walker skins right there. Like at least. Like, give them hope.
Where the fuck was he at?
He was in the woods trying to save that one dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit. Fucking garbage.
Well, yeah.
Fucking garbage. Some random ass character that was made
for him to get
which he gets paid for. Whoever wrote that episode, which was, I'm pretty sure, the showrunner, Scott.
He's not showrunner anymore.
You think?
No, he got promoted.
Fuck me. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, AMC was like, you're doing a great job. Here's more money.
Yeah. Fucking just... awful. And I get it because I have been very vocal about like a firm believer where you can't demand things of story writers.
Yeah, now you're kind of hypocrite.
Well, fuck them, because here's why. So it's different when
it's something you don't like. No,
no, when you're like treating something that's already it'd be like, for instance, they made a Deadpool movie. But they were like, we're just going to cure him of the thing and then he can die. And that's like a huge thing.
Okay.
And then like they change him fundamentally as a character. So
yeah, like X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So Rick was introduced as like, the whole point of The Walking Dead is Rick wanting to keep his people safe.
And his family safe. His kid. And
his family safe. I've read the original pitch for the comic book.
Yeah.
That is what it is.
Yeah.
And Robert Kirkman, before he did all this bullshit, said in an interview, if anyone else dies, like if Carl dies, that's it. Because there's no point to having Rick.
Yeah, because he's a nothing.
Exactly.
Nothing at that
and he
point.
said, I won't kill Rick because Rick is the point of the whole thing. Because everyone keeps thinking that they're going to kill Rick off in the comics so that Carl can be the main character.
I think they could potentially do that.
They could do it, but he said he won't. He
Yeah.
said, the reason I won't do that is because the whole story is about Rick.
Yeah.
This whole debacle has just shown that side of Robert Kirkman that fucked over what's-his-name. At the beginning,
Charlie Adler.
Yeah,
Charlie
like
Adler, Alan Moore.
Yeah, I'm like, maybe it was just a whole thing, you know. Man, this Robert Kirkman's got a little bitch side to him, and I don't give a shit.
Well, we don't know anything right now.
Whatever.
We'll see when the mid-season finale comes back.
I would never fuck over my fans by coming out and being like, he didn't even have to say anything. Even if he supports it, he should have just kept his mouth shut.
I don't know what he said. But I was like you. I was upset. I'm upset that Carl Grimes is appearing.
Yeah, but I would have seen it. It's like how what's his name spoke out against Luke, where he was like, I don't like what they're doing with my character. Yeah,
but Mark Hamill backtracked and said I was wrong to say that.
But that's because he's under contract and all that shit. He already fucked the pooch on that when I knew that was happening. I was like, dude, you already took the money. Yeah. Like, just shut up. But Robert Kirkman is literally going back on the one
Mickey Mouse came into the meeting with a baseball bat. I was like, well, all right, Mark, we're going to need you to have to go back on what you said there.
You like Star Wars.
Fucking kneecaps, okay? And he's like, okay. All right, I'm glad we have this conversation. See you next week, okay? Come on, Pluto. Like they go off on it.
The dog's got like
it's J.J. Abrams with like a collar on his neck.
God.
And J.J. Abrams is just going on about his fucking mystery box storytelling.
He's like, and then there's a parallel universe, and then there's trees that talk to you.
I can't. That's one of the problems I have with J.J. Abrams directing is he's all about the mystery box. Have you seen his TED Talk about the mystery box?
No, what the fuck?
He's like, you want to build a story, but keep mystery around it, but not necessarily answer any of the questions. And I'm like, and I heard the TED Talk. I'm like, holy fuck, that's every single movie he's ever done.
Yeah, no.
And it made me irritated because now that just means he knows he's playing us and he does it over and over and over again.
It's funny because, oh fuck, I just had a thought and I just, damn it,
Carl. Stay in the house.
What was it? Oh, you said mystery box. Oh, so Attack on Titan's real bad about that. But it's also, that's my one, like, I like it because of this.
You're like, oh, but I love it when you hurt me, Daddy.
Like, literally, they'll answer a question, there'll be like 7 more questions, and you're like, what the fuck? But I hate that being like a reoccurring thing in other stuff. Yeah. I'm like, Attack on Titan gets a pass. If you do this shit to me, I will not watch it. Like, I don't know. Fringe, I liked Fringe for a while, but then I got to a point where
it was
I was
mystery box after mystery box.
No, they changed the entire thing.
So J.J. Abrams Lost.
Yeah, I didn't watch Lost.
Fucking mystery box.
And I don't understand. Man. So everyone was like, it was real good up until the end or whatever. I've tried to watch like the first season. I'm like, fuck me, this is boring. It's just a bunch of people on an island talking.
I think that also changes based on like the time, right? You go back and try and watch any other.
No, I watched an episode when it was like popular and like popular kids or whatever when I was in middle school.
My family
high school.
fucking loved it.
Yeah, they were like. And I'm just sitting there like, this shit is boring. Like, they were just talking about nothing.
There were a
and
couple
like,
parts that were great.
There's shadow people or something, and there's fucking like just, I don't know.
But J.J. Abrams never answered any of that shit.
But that's what I'm saying. So like the trees, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna watch 3 more episodes to find out what this is.
No.
Fuck you. You don't even know what's happening. There's some fuckers in a plane or something out there.
Yeah, you have no fucking idea.
Yeah, you have no idea what's happening.
Oh my god, but yeah, we got way off base on that one.
It's alright, we're still under time.
Yeah, no, I'm just talking about in general. We got way off base.
So, was there anything else topical? I mean, we could talk about how people are eating Tide packs or whatever.
No, I don't want to talk about that. That makes me mad. You know what? People make me so fucking mad.
About Tide packs?
Just in general. They're so fucking stupid.
I mean, I look on Instagram or like this little Snapchat stories, which, God, they're awful, but man, people are so fucking dumb.
It's great though. I hope they have all their dreams come true.
What
guess.
Dreams?
I don't know. Live in their trailer parks.
A lot of them would be lucky if they make it to 50.
Be lucky if they make it to 25.
Yeah, it is.
Eating Tide packs. Did you see? There's a picture. I saw this picture of this guy. He was like, "Y'all fucking losers! Are you still eating your Tide packs while I vape mine?" He
I was just about to say he fucking vaped a Tide thing.
Yeah.
That's literally like that's worse than a cigarette. He's really like cancer. He just like inhaled cancer.
He like cut some dude's tumor off and just stuffed it in his vape pen.
Like that has to burn the fuck out of his lungs.
God,
he has to be like,
man.
ah!
He's dead now.
Yeah, man.
Oh god.
The hospital calls him like, sir.
The hospital called his parents and was like, "You want us to abort him now?"
They're like, he's 25.
Yeah, we got this.
Still though,
we got it.
We have a hitman on speed dial.
Agent fucking 49 was like,
abort.
Did you hear Donald Trump said something about babies being taken to 9 months is wrong? like being carried to 9 months is wrong, and like everybody's like,
wait, what?
Babies are taken in 9 months and then born. How is that wrong? It's like normal. He's like, it's wrong.
Oh, what, to keep them in their
stomachs?
stomachs?
And like to birth them at 9 months is wrong, and everybody's like, what?
Because he's had a baby. It came out of his dick.
Yeah, they say he's 239 pounds.
Who?
Donald Trump.
Fuck.
He says he's 6'3". No, that's a lie.
He's like Tom Cruise. He's like, I'm actually tall in real life.
And I was listening to people like, there's a photograph of Obama standing right next to Donald Trump, and Obama is 6'1".
I saw that, and it said 6'3". I saw that. I was like, what the fuck is this? And it was like a side-by-side picture of their heights, and I'm like, why?
This doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it was fucking Rick Remender put it on there, and I'm like, why the fuck is this on my
Rick,
Twitter
what are you
feed?
doing?
Yeah, I was
that's what he's trying to say, because Donald Trump said he's 6'3", but Obama is 6'1" and taller than he
I'm
is.
like, what the fuck?
And there's no way he weighs 239. I've seen photos of that fat fuck. He weighs like 280. God damn.
That fat fucker.
Like, I don't care about him. You know, I'm not one to get political or anything, but don't fucking lie like that, right?
Yeah, what, like,
Because then what else can people trust? He already has a hard enough time in the office, right?
Well, it's like when he says shit about women on Twitter. It's like, that's not okay. It doesn't matter who you are.
Somebody stop him. Somebody tell him. Hey, Donald,
you can't say she's fat and a whore and a bitch. You can't tweet it.
Don't tweet that.
And then he's like, I run my own Twitter.
He's like,
oh shit.
He's like, I want you to know that this tweet is gonna be the greatest tweet I've ever sent. And he sends it. I don't know why I sound like Kennedy.
And he says that every single time.
Yeah, I don't know why I sound like John Kennedy.
You're like, you said that about the last one, and look at the shit we're in.
Shitstorm.
Not to get too political, and it's not really, it's more about the person. So I was walking around my office, or not my office, but like the office.
Yeah, you work in D.C., so this has got to be pretty fun.
So they have like just news shit running 24/7, and they were like interviewing his lawyer or something, or like somebody that was connected to something, and I didn't really know what was going on. But they asked her a direct question, and it was like, they kept asking her, so what does Donald Trump deny this? And it was like something really bad. It was like something that...
He fucked Stormy Daniels. Does he deny this?
Yeah, it was something like as bad as like when they found out he said grab her by the pussy or whatever. Yeah. Like, it was just obviously something that... The lawyer was apologizing for, but not saying his name directly. Mm-hmm. And they were like, so does he apologize for this? Or does he say no to this? And she like, dodged that shit. Like, and I literally looked
Neo
at it.
From the Matrix was like...
I said, they're bashing on that woman.
That bitch like, is good.
Yeah, I was like, at the same time, she's trying to fucking protect herself. Because she fucks around and says no, like...
Don's going to call her, and they're like, all right, listen here, sugar tits.
Now he's Bill Clinton.
Yeah. I want you to come over here around this desk. I want you to get on your knees. I want you to beg me to not fire you after what you said. She's like...
Saying I say no to bad shit.
And it's just Bill Clinton in a Donald Trump disguise.
In a wig!
And Donald walks in like, what the fuck is this? Bill's getting a blowjob. He's like, I had to get it in. Another one in before I died.
They're like, who the fuck let Bill in again?
Yeah. Like, he's like a serial, like, blowjob
getter. They have like that one security guard that's like from Spaceballs.
All right, Bill, come on, let's go.
He's got the cross-eyed. He's like, who let Bill in? He's like,
God damn it. Why do we still have you hired?
It's security guard asshole.
Yeah.
Like, reporting for duty, sir.
Good.
No, it wasn't me this time. It was my cousin.
It was Eric.
It turns to Eric. He's just...
He's even worse.
His goes off to the left.
It's Professor X. I tried catching him. I got stopped at the stairs.
Oh, man. Is there anything else that's topical?
No, I don't know, man. I just want to talk about Marvel Comics. You know me.
It's gonna be a shame because the biggest issue is that darker movies are gonna be harder to come by.
Yeah. But the person that runs it all said that R-rated films probably aren't they're not off the possibility.
I still think it depends on how much money Deadpool 2 and
that's exactly what it's
is what's
exactly
because they're still afraid that maybe Deadpool 1 was like just a fluke.
So if you support any form of R-rated film in the superhero industry, you need to go spend money to go see
New Mutant and go see Deadpool and voice wanting to go see X-Force.
Blow up Twitter, blow up Facebook, blow up Instagram.
And if Ryan Reynolds gets taken off of Deadpool, we riot to the streets.
I'm trying to go to AwesomeCon this year.
Oh yeah? Where's that at?
DC.
Oh, I might try to do that then.
I'm going to try and get a really nice movie replica costume of Deadpool, but I'm also going to wear the Sailor Scout uniform over it. It's going to be great. If I can manage to get it, I'll post it on our Instagram.
I don't know what I'd do.
We'll just get you naked and you can be one of the Titans from Attack on Titan.
They're like, sir, they don't have genitalia. Ah!
Colossal Titan. Oh no, that's what you can do. You can build like a cardboard wall in front of your junk.
And my dick is just peeking over the edge. And I'm like, wait, if I pee, it shouts.
Oh shit, we should end this now before it gets crazy. Alright, y'all.
Ooh.
Next time. I like that idea though.
Oof. That was real good.